Welcome to a journey through the realms of philosophy where we confront the shadowy figures that occasionally cross our paths, those we might call evil. The concept of an evil person isn't merely a label thrown in heated moments but a profound philosophical inquiry. In everyday life, an evil person might manifest as someone who persistently causes harm, deceit, or disruption without apparent remorse. Philosophy, however, nudges us to look deeper. From Plato to modern interpretations, evil is often seen not as an inherent trait but as the absence or deficiency of good, like darkness being a void where light fails to reach. Enter Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that offers more than just endurance in the face of adversity. It provides a framework for understanding and neutralizing the impact of malevolence. Stoicism teaches us that the only true good lies in our own virtuous actions and the only evil in our own vices. It asserts that external actions cannot truly harm us unless we permit them to disturb our internal equanimity. But how does one remain undisturbed in the presence of malevolence? Stoicism equips us with the armor of indifference to things beyond our control, focusing instead on our own moral integrity. This philosophy trains us to detach from the chaos that an evil person might introduce into our lives, encouraging us to respond with reason rather than react with emotion. Today, we'll explore how these Stoic principles can not only shield us but also empower us to navigate through interactions with those who exude negativity. By understanding the nature of evil and fortifying ourselves with Stoic wisdom, we can transform potentially harmful encounters into opportunities for personal growth and reaffirmation of our values. Join me as we delve into the strategies that can help us protect our peace and maintain our integrity in a world where the good and the bad invariably intertwine. Recognizing evil. In the Stoic view, evil is less about specific actions and more about the intentions and underlying dispositions that fuel those actions. According to Stoicism, evil arises from ignorance and a misunderstanding of what is truly good. Thus, an evil person, in the Stoic sense, is one who acts out of alignment with virtue, often mistaking vice for virtue or personal gain for common good. This perspective shifts our focus from mere deeds to the deeper motivations that drive them. To recognize the presence of potentially harmful traits, Stoicism advises us to observe without immediate judgment. This means looking beyond the surface of actions to discern whether they stem from virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation, or from their opposing vices. Key indicators of a potentially harmful disposition include selfishness, where an individual consistently prioritizes their own needs at the expense of others, suggesting a lack of the Stoic virtue of justice, which advocates fairness and altruism. Another sign is the presence of excessive and negative emotions such as anger, jealousy, or hatred, which indicate a loss of rational control and deviate from Stoic wisdom. Manipulative behaviors, involving deceit or manipulation to achieve personal ends, are also contrary to Stoic integrity and honesty. Observing these traits requires a methodical approach. Instead of reacting emotionally to someone's actions, take a step back to reflect. Consider what virtues or vices are driving this person's behaviors. This helps in understanding actions without getting personally affected by them. Look for consistent patterns rather than isolated incidents, as Stoicism teaches us that character is revealed through consistent behavior over time, not single instances. Try to understand the reasons behind a person's actions. Stoicism doesn't excuse harmful behavior but seeks to understand its roots in ignorance or misguided beliefs. If possible, engage in open dialogue to better understand their motives. Stoics value honest communication as a way of revealing intentions and correcting misunderstandings. By applying these Stoic methods, we can better identify those who might pose a risk to our well-being and respond to them with wisdom and composure. This not only protects us but also adheres to the Stoic ideal of responding to ignorance with education and to malevolence with virtue. Stoic emotional resilience. In the face of evil or negative influences, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate a profound level of emotional resilience. This resilience is rooted in the understanding that we cannot control the actions of others, but we can control our reactions to them. By embracing this principle, we guard our inner peace and maintain our composure, even when confronted with adversity. Central to Stoic resilience is the concept of apatheia, or freedom from undue passions. This doesn't mean the absence of all feelings but rather the maintenance of a rational composure that prevents negative emotions from overwhelming our judgment. When faced with potentially harmful individuals, this state of mind enables us to respond with reason rather than emotion, thus protecting ourselves from being manipulated or hurt. To achieve this Stoic calm, we begin by shifting our focus inward. We assess our own responses to external actions and question whether our emotions are serving us well. Are we reacting out of habit, fear, or genuine concern? By scrutinizing our emotional responses, we can start to detach from harmful patterns that might otherwise escalate conflicts or cause us distress. Moreover, Stoics practice the visualization of challenges, a technique known as premeditatio malorum. This involves contemplating potential negative scenarios in advance, which prepares us to face them without panic or despair. For instance, if dealing with a manipulative person, a Stoic might visualize various manipulative tactics that could be employed against them. This forethought not only reduces surprise and anxiety but also allows one to formulate calm, rational responses ahead of time. Additionally, practicing gratitude is a powerful Stoic tool to enhance emotional resilience. By focusing on the positives in our lives and appreciating what we have, we build a mental bulwark that shields us from despair and negativity. This practice puts challenges into perspective, reminding us of our strengths and the transient nature of difficult situations. Through these practices, Stoicism arms us with the strength to not just endure, but to thrive in the face of adversity. By cultivating our inner fortress with reason, preparedness, and gratitude, we ensure that our spirits remain unshaken, no matter the external circumstances. Proactive Stoic strategies. To effectively safeguard oneself against negative influences, Stoicism not only advocates for resilience and understanding but also emphasizes proactive engagement with virtuous practices. This proactive approach involves cultivating habits and mindsets that inherently reduce the impact of malevolent individuals on our lives. Firstly, Stoicism encourages the fostering of relationships with virtuous people. Surrounding oneself with individuals who embody Stoic virtues such as wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation serves as a natural buffer against those with harmful intentions. These relationships reinforce positive behaviors and provide a supportive community that upholds ethical standards and mutual respect. Setting clear personal boundaries is another crucial strategy. Stoics recognize the importance of defining what is acceptable in one's interactions and what is not. By clearly communicating these boundaries to others, we assert our respect for ourselves and our mental peace. This also sends a clear message to those who may intend harm, making it less likely that their actions will impact us. Establishing and maintaining boundaries is a manifestation of Stoic courage and wisdom. It takes strength to uphold them and wisdom to know when they are being tested. In addition, Stoicism teaches the practice of regular self-reflection and mental rehearsal, which prepares one to handle difficult situations more effectively. This involves envisioning potential scenarios and practicing responses that align with Stoic principles. By mentally preparing for interactions with harmful individuals, one can respond with composure and rationality when faced with such challenges in real life. Finally, engaging in daily Stoic exercises, such as journaling and meditation on virtues, can strengthen one's character and resolve. These practices help embed Stoic principles into one's daily life, making it easier to call upon them when needed. They also enhance one's awareness of self and others, allowing for quicker recognition of ill intentions and the deployment of appropriate, virtue-aligned responses. By integrating these proactive Stoic strategies into everyday life, individuals not only defend against the negative impact of malevolent people but also cultivate a robust, virtuous character that thrives in all aspects of life. This approach doesn't just protect, it enriches and empowers, leading to a more fulfilled and resilient existence. Conclusion. In our exploration of Stoicism as a shield against the malevolent, we've journeyed through recognizing the true nature of evil, fortifying our emotional resilience, and actively cultivating a virtuous life. Stoicism doesn't merely offer a defensive posture against negativity but encourages a transformative approach to living that actively promotes goodness and rationality in the face of adversity. We've learned that by understanding the intentions behind actions, we can see beyond superficial evils and respond with insight. Emotional resilience, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, equips us to maintain inner tranquility, ensuring that our peace is not contingent upon external conditions. Moreover, proactive engagement with virtuous behaviors and the strategic establishment of boundaries enable us to not just withstand but also deter negative influences. As we integrate these Stoic principles into our lives, we transform potential vulnerabilities into strengths. Each interaction, even those that test our patience and tolerance, becomes an opportunity to practice virtue and reinforce our commitment to a philosophical life. In this way, Stoicism does not isolate us from the world but deepens our engagement with it, all the while protecting our inner selves from the turmoil that might otherwise unsettle us. Thus, armed with Stoic wisdom, we can navigate the complexities of human interactions with confidence and grace, turning challenges into catalysts for personal growth and reaffirming our pursuit of a good life. In adopting these practices, we not only protect ourselves from the evil that lurks in the shadows but also cast light into those very shadows, perhaps even guiding others towards virtue.